welcome to this week's vlog. This week me and JJ are off to Arena UK for Midlands County show to do the Royal International Heavyweight Cob class. Just arrived at Arena UK and JJ travelled wonderfully in my box. He was an absolute dream as always and he ate nearly a full haynet on the way here. Hey, you just love your food, don't you? You just love your food. So we've got about 40 minutes until we're on. So I'm just gonna get myself dressed, take my time on getting him ready, making him look really shiny and really nice, and then get his tack on and kind of find what ring I'm in. It's a different kind of atmosphere here today. It's nearly all professional producers here, just really big lorries and what I call top quality horses. There's not really many amateurs about. So fingers crossed that we can stand our own next to the professionals today, but only the judge can tell. We'll see how we get on, hey Jay? Dressed and ready. It's really windy here, it always is at Arena UK. The classes are running half an hour behind, so I have hopped on him and had a walk and trot and a little bit of warm up. Then I'm just going to let him snack again. I want him to be like forwards and busy. I don't want him to be like lazy and bored. So that's why I try not like warm him up too much. As with someone like Finley, I would warm up quite a bit because he needs warming up to sort of flow nicely in a contact. As with JJ, I don't need to worry about that too much. But yeah, we're just waiting and hopefully we'll be in the ring very soon. So this was the Royal International Heavyweight Cob class and there were only 3 in it, which was quite disappointing. But at this sort of stage in the season, most people have already qualified for Royal International because it's in July, so it's not too far away. But I thought it'd be really good experience for JJ to just go and do the class, and we can really make sure we are on top of our game when we do the hoist qualifiers and when we actually go to Royal International itself. So these classes run exactly the same as a normal ridden show class, where you have to show a walk, trot, canter on each rein and an extension as a group. And from your initial go round, then the judge actually chooses which ones are their favourite and pulls you in the order that they would place you pre-riding, essentially. So it is important that you've got the horse moving forward, going around your leg, moving smoothly. I mean, I know it probably seems quite simple, just walk, trot and cantering round, but whilst you're going, you're aiming for perfection, like in a dressage test. Like, is he moving forward? Does he look off my leg? I want to look like I am just sitting there. You shouldn't look like you're kicking and playing with their mouth. So it is quite hard to sort of look very pretty. And JJ is super, super bouncy, as you can see. So I do find it quite hard to keep my leg down and around and look very sort of still. So we're now about to do the change of rein across the diagonal, and the judge is looking for nice, crisp, clean downwards and upwards transitions and a really lovely trot across the diagonal. You need to have it all together and be sort of powerful and moving nicely. This is your chance to really sort of flash the trot in front of the judges. So as you can see, I've just come down to trot and I've got my trot really sort of moving forward and a nice clean transition just before I hit the track. And yeah, again, it's just keeping the horse all together and looking really smart and flowing. There's nothing worse than coming across the diagonal and looking like you're struggling to pick up the canter transition. So they kind of ask you to do that, to look for the transition more than the actual movement. Originally, when you used to do this, I always used to think they were looking at like how flashy their trot was, but that's not actually the case. It's more looking for the transition. And the judge is going to ride the horses soon, so they're looking to see sort of how easy the horses look to ride. We're now going to do an extension down this long side, and I love doing an extension, but it's quite hard to sort of it's quite hard to do a good extension without it all sort of looking messy. So I could have gone a bit more. It wasn't as oomphy as it could have been, but still we showed a few strides of extending and I weren't kicking and flapping, which is the main thing. You don't want it to look messy and like you can't actually get them to go forwards off your leg. So once the judge has ridden and you've done your in-hand trot up, they'll just ask you to walk off because they like to have like a bit of a collaboration. The in-hand judge would like to discuss the ride with the ride judge. So they're sort of chatting and the grooms leave the arena, as you can see. And at this point, I just want to make sure that the walk's moving forward and you've got your eyes on the judges because you never know where you might get pulled in. And in a minute, I should get pulled in, which I get pulled in first, which I was really pleased that we kept our position after the ride judge, but really happy with his performance. And I thought that he went perfectly. So I was really happy that he remained in top position after the confirmation and ride. And he stood still for me too, which was an absolute bonus because he can be a little bit jiffly sometimes in the lineup. Of the heavyweight Royal International Cob class at Midlands County show, and he went spot on. I was so happy with him. He had enough oomph without being silly and he just was perfect. You're perfect. And he did the championship and he was amazing. He did the most fantastic gallop down the long side. I was really pleased with him, but just slightly gutted that he didn't pull champion or reserve. She chose both the lightweights, which were very nice and ridden very nicely, but I personally thought JJ went better. So yeah, a little bit disappointed we didn't get champion or reserve, but to still come first, I mean, we're just having a very good season so far and he was perfect. I feel like I'm really working him out now and know sort of how much to warm him up. So I'm really pleased with him and he's so good because obviously he's in my box and things today. It's all new, so very happy. I'm going to have a quick look around the shops and see what there is to offer at Midlands County Show. enjoyed this week's vlog and having a little look around Midlands County. So that is our last show with JJ until Royal Norfolk, which will be our next Horse of the Year show qualifier, which I'm really excited about. So we've got lots of homework to do in between now. Hopefully we will get there. So I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Like, comment, subscribe, put on your notification bell, and see you all next week.